he brings just 25 pounds more in the night, the fight on the night. That's it. I don't need to fight anybody. I don't need to prove anybody anything, because I remember when this happened with Golovkin, and then it happened with this. So I don't need to prove anything with anybody. So this fight with Jaime Munguia, you need to respect it, because this fight is more important than other fights. So it is what it is. And you remember when you guys asking me for Golovkin, and I fought with Golovkin, and then Callum Smith, and then Billy Joe Saunders, and then Caleb Plant, and then so never is enough for you guys. But I don't need to prove anything to anybody anymore. I've been done everything in my career.
And there is Canelo Alvarez stating that he does not have to do anything anymore in his career. He gave you enough fights. He's done enough in the sport. He doesn't have to prove anything to anyone. Okay. And the only way that he would get in the ring with David Benavidez is give him $150 to $200 million to fight him, and he'll fight him tomorrow. Let me counterpunch. Why would you want that high of amount to fight someone that you don't have to fight? See, that proves anybody that wants that type of money to fight one person, okay, not 3 or 4, but one person, has to be concerned or worried about the outcome, about the opponent himself. You're doing all that to avoid David Benavidez. It's just showing through and through. See, if Canelo Alvarez didn't have to fight anyone, he doesn't owe anything to anyone, and you should respect Jaime Munguia because Jaime Munguia is a better fight. It's like, okay, says who? Who says it's a better fight? You know, because you said it's a better fight? No, that's not how it works. Listen, if Canelo feels the way he feels, he should retire from the sport of boxing. If you owe nothing to anyone and you've done enough in the sport, why do you think it's suitable to give us a Jaime Munguia fight that nobody really asked for? The only person that asked for that fight is Jaime Munguia and his team, because they know that's going to put them on a map, and let alone if they win, which I don't think they will, but if they could win, he could be the star of Mexico. And then Oscar could, you know what I mean? And that would save Golden Boy altogether, because Canelo's left Golden Boy a very long time ago now. You know, but him referencing Golovkin, you know, yeah, people gave you stick about it, and obviously you feel some type of way about it to this day, because it's like, you know what it's like to be ridiculed, and you still haven't learned anything from that time. See, that particular time frame, okay, people ridiculed Canelo because Canelo was claiming he wasn't a middleweight. He was claiming that Golovkin needs to come down to 155 or whatever that stupid weight class that he made up, right? So he now is saying that, oh, remember what you guys did in the Golovkin fight? Yeah, we're doing the same thing that we did then, because you're not fighting the people that are the person or the fighter that we want you to fight. And you're doing the same shit. So you've proven that because you fought Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant, you know, okay, those were pretty good fighters. But if you don't stay consistent with who you fight, why do we need to see you? Why are you still here? It seems like to me Canelo's here and he's still around for a check. And this may or may not be the case, but Canelo is dog food for most of these young, hungry fighters, and I think he knows that. I think Canelo is getting the Rocky Marciano type mindset, like, look, I'm not going to try to make any type of attempt to fight these young guys, so I'm going to try my best to avoid them at all cost. And then claim, oh, I've done enough in my career. That's fine. If you felt you've done enough, Canelo, retire. Get out of here. Let somebody else be the star if it can. You know, let someone else be the object of attention. Do that, because what he's talking about is he's fulfilled his legacy and he doesn't have to fight anyone anymore. Well, if that's the case, why are we supposed to respect the idea of you fighting Jaime Munguia if you got that mindset already? See, I mean, I want people to think about why people are still in the sport. And I've always said it goes back to Floyd Mayweather. Anybody that Mayweather fought, it's almost like he gave birth to a bunch of divas as soon as he beat them. Cotto was the same way. And in Cotto, his last fight, he got beat by Saddam Ali, a guy that he handpicked to fight. Nobody wanted to fight Golovkin, but everybody was a middleweight champion. Canelo beat Cotto, so Canelo became the middleweight WBC champion. Then that same WBC quote-unquote middleweight champion was not even a middleweight all of a sudden. So, yes, Canelo should expect the same type of scrutiny that he received back in 2016 for not fighting Gennady Golovkin. Instead, he dropped the belt altogether to avoid the fight, and he ended up fighting him anyway because, you know, the tussle that Golovkin had with Danny Jacobs, I think that built confidence within the team of Canelo, and then they took the fight. That's what happened. And then what happened when they did fight? Canelo outworked him, and they called it a draw, which was simply a loss for Canelo. Counterpunch. But you guys tell me what you think of Canelo Alvarez stating that he doesn't have to fight anyone anymore. He's proven himself in the sport of boxing. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!